the weirdest thing you've ever jerked off to?
Oh, dude. Remember that time when we were watching at my house with the horses and the. We could get into it later. Let's start the show. Am I right? Okay. All right, we're going live.
We're already live.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna start recording. 3, 2, 1. What up?
What up? And welcome to another episode of the unofficial podcast, the National Football League, the world famous and critically acclaimed 5-6 Kings podcast. I'm David Bream. With me, as always, the man who does not know how to carry a joke, Braden Bullard. Braden, how are you, man?
Doing fantastic, David.
So if you're not watching the live stream, I was trying to set up a joke there, and then Braden kind of like halfway went down a different route, and then just gave up and said, all right, let's start. So obviously, I had something I was setting up something. Typically, when someone asks you that question, you think of something, or say, I don't know. But regardless, you say, how about you? And then I say the joke that I was gonna have to start this all off. But instead, we're just moving on.
You sure you don't
the
want
people listening to the audio aren't even gonna know what we're talking about.
Sure you don't want to touch
Positive.
Okay.
Positive.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Okay.
We're moving on. We're talking House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Season 1, Episode 6.
Yeah.
We start off in a fun way. Rhaenyra is a different person. Yeah, like the actress is different.
Literally a different person.
And just we see her face, and she's given birth.
What did you think about the different characters? Like, the different actors that are portraying the same character. You think they did a good job in the casting, or?
I like the actress playing Alicent Hightower a lot.
Yeah, so do
I
I.
think she's playing that role very well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see about Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
I liked younger Rhaenyra. I thought she did a very good job. I wasn't crazy about younger Alicent.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that I'm a bigger fan of that character now.
Mm-hmm. It seems like the flop that we're talking about, like they both played it pretty extreme. When we're talking about the younger Rhaenyra and we're talking about the older Alicent, it seems like those actors played those characters like a little bit more extreme. I don't want to say extreme, but like just took it to another beat than I feel like the other actors did. Does that make sense?
No, what do you mean?
Just like to like another, like I feel more of certain qualities from their characters, from those actors, than the other ones. Like younger Rhaenyra, I feel like she seems more feisty.
Younger Rhaenyra and older Alicent, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they have a little bit stronger of those character qualities in them, or the
Yeah.
way they portray it.
But also the dynamic changed there.
True.
Alicent, she's been queen for like 15 fucking years now.
Yeah, it's for sure. I mean, it's definitely the writing too and everything and what's going on between the characters. But yeah.
Yeah. But I love, Rhaenyra gives birth, it's a boy, and immediately someone comes in and just says, Princess, the queen wants to see the baby.
She's like, are you fucking
And Rhaenyra's
now?
she's like, all right, I'm gonna bring it. And they're like, you really shouldn't bring it. She's like, I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. And then, like, it's the whole, like, the first 5 minutes of the show are her walking from where she gave birth to where the queen is to bring the baby to her.
And she had to go up like 10 stories of fucking stairs.
It's just a bunch of stairs.
Bleeding all over the floor.
She's with her poor fucking black cuckold husband.
Poor? I thought he
That's
was
sad.
rich.
No, poor, like,
Oh,
poor guy.
yeah.
The poor guy. We pull up, not the character list,
Okay.
so we can see
I
that the
gotcha.
stream is actually live and
Mhm.
all of that, so we're not just. Cause my biggest fear is that your camera, like your phone's just there. There's no stream going on. Your phone is just on a cool stand with nice lighting.
Yeah.
So last week, I don't know if you can do it from ours. You might be able to. Oh, looks like a camera right there. Right there, look at that.
Oh my
Look at
god,
that, look at
pops
that. Make
right
sure
the
it's muted.
fuck
Make
up.
sure it's muted so we're not hearing
Oh
ourselves.
yeah, there we go.
Alright, so live stream's not happening. It's a happening, it's a go.
Oh, it's a fucking go, dude.
It's a go, there we go.
We're living
There
a dream.
we go.
Nice.
Are
That's good
we-
to see. We're a little delayed, or I think we can speed it up.
I think yeah. I think you're not live.
No, we're fucking live. Yeah, watch. About to stand the fuck up. Look at that.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that. We'll pull it back up, man.
Watch. Now you're gonna sit down. Let's see that.
Pull it
delay.
back up. Let's see that delay. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see me sit. Watch me sit. Watch me sit. Wow.
That's a good
Wow.
little delay right
what
there.
a good sit. All right, just leave it.
Yeah.
Just leave it there so we can
Just stare at ourselves.
see some shit. Someone's leaving a
Fucking comment, dude. Oh, you're
Someone
live.
did.
You're live. Is the show over? No, it's not over.
Well, I mean, House of the Dragon is. Oh, this guy, because he's like, they're not talking about the show. He's like, this guy's standing up and doing all this shit. He's like, they have not talked about House of the Dragon
Is he gonna give a bow?
in a very long time. It must be over. I must be coming in at the end of the stream, because there's no way they'd be fucking doing this. You know what, Mr.
Doesn't even say.
Mr. Just Wondering? Is his name Just Wondering?
Yeah, I think so. I thought that was a part of the sentence, but I guess
Just Wondering, you're live. Is the show over? You're right to think the show's over, but it's not. Stick around, Just Wondering.
Yeah,
Keep leaving comments.
I like it.
So she walks over and she brings the baby to the queen, and the queen's like, what are you doing? She's like, sit down. She's like, I'm not going to sit down. And she's like, yeah, you are. And it was interesting, that dynamic where Rhaenyra's like, all right, I'm going to sit down.
What I didn't like is that we took so long to fucking get there just for Rhaenyra not to snip at her.
Yeah.
I wanted her to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because it was built up. She's like, oh, she wants
Oh.
baby, I'm fucking coming.
But even the cuckold was like, oh, this is absurdity. Like I thought he was gonna say something
he's
too.
Mad. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I loved the king comes in and he's like, what a fine knight he'll be. What's his name? And Rhaenyra's like, we don't have a name yet. And the husband's like, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It's fucking Joffrey.
Oh,
Look at that.
puts a bad taste in your mouth.
I put a great taste in my
Yeah,
mouth.
that's
Maybe the best character Game of Thrones produced.
yeah, maybe.
And Rhaenyra was like, we can fucking agree on that name. And he's like, it's my kid too. And she's like, yeah, but it's not. Like it's a white baby with fucking black hair. You're a black guy with silver dreadlocks.
Yeah.
It's, come on.
And this is 3 for 3.
3 for 3, yeah. So this is their third baby. All of them have been white. All of them have had black hair. And it's not, so as she gets to the Queen's Chambers, Sir Criston Cole's there.
Oh yeah, just looking as good as ever.
But it's nonsense. He beat a lord to death
Yeah,
with his bare hands.
bare hands.
At a wedding. Ruined the wedding.
Yeah.
But they're just like, well, now he's gonna watch the Queen.
That's a
We need that kind of
promotion.
tenacity.
Yeah.
He was gonna go kill himself too, and they're like, you're gonna go from watching the king's daughter
Oof.
to watching the Queen.
You know, I was just talking about that Japanese fucking suicide, stabbed yourself in the stomach. And my buddy was like, yeah, what they do too to try and test like their capacity for fucking pain is try and get in there and they make a Z through the fucking organs. Can you imagine?
Yes.
But like, I mean, think about it though. The moment you get in, then you gotta cut. Like, there's no momentum involved. You know how hard that must be to cut through all those fucking organs?
It's not that difficult.
You think it'd be like
Use a Yukuri knife.
probably super sharp?
Just cuts through real good.
Yeah. That'd be nice,
Maybe one of us should try it.
right?
Yeah.
Make sure to remind me when I'm on my deathbed. Hey, dude.
I'm like, hey, let's just come on. It's now or never. Let's
I mean,
just do it.
Yeah. Think about all the legends who did it before you.
Right?
That's enough,
Right.
right?
I can't name one person that's done it.
That's a good point. All right, so back house.
Maybe Ichiro will do it. And I'll be like, there we go.
Oh.
I mean, he's the best of all the Japanese.
yeah, I don't know.
Name
who
a
that
better
is.
Japanese. You don't know who Ichiro is?
No.
Ichiro Suzuki?
Fuck. Oh, the car dude.
No. No, the car dude.
It's another car.
I want to break those fucking sounds. Ichiro. Ichiro. Ichiro.
Fucking South Park car. right?
No.
What? God damn it, David.
It's a fucking...
Don't set me up.
I mean, just quit. This is baffling me. Ichiro has the most hits in professional baseball history. If you include Japanese baseball and the MLB. He had over 3,000 MLB hits. He's a Seattle Mariners legend. He's one of the greatest baseball players of all time. And he's Japanese. You know how rare that is? Do you know who Hideki Matsui is?
Go, David.
Do you know Hideki Matsui?
No.
You're fucking out of your mind, dude.
Am I supposed to?
Yes, there's... You're saying it like I asked you if you know who fucking...
Do you know who Toriyama is?
No.
What?
Did he do Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
That's just a good guess.
Ichiro is so much more famous than that fucking Jap.
That's what you think, bro.
He absolutely is.
Let's check. Let's compare Instagrams.
No. Toriyama does cool things. People want to go look at... They don't want to see what Ichiro's up to.
Let's look at net worth.
Ichiro is so much more famous than the Dragon Ball Z guy.
Maybe he is.
He is. And you're wrong for not knowing his name.
Let's do
You're fucking wrong.
Okay. All right.
So, Rhaenyra, she's having someone else's babies. Oh, they go back to Rhaenyra's chambers, and the kids are there, and they're with the Lord Commander of the City Watch. And he's like, yeah, I brought the kids here, and they all meet the kid. They meet the baby.
Yep.
And then the Lord Commander of the City Watch is like, can I hold him? And the fucking poor cuck husband's like, yeah, of course. Gives it to him. And then he leaves with the kids. So you're like, oh, she's banging that guy.
Yeah.
And everybody knows she's banging that guy.
Come on.
The king refuses to accept it, but everyone knows.
Look at that lush Jon Snow fucking hair.
Yeah.
His kid's got it too.
Kid's got it. He's got it.
Everyone's just denying it.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking knows. I loved that whole dynamic. I loved later on Sir Kristen Cole is training both of Rhaenyra's kids and both of the Queen's sons.
God, he's just
Like
so...
they're training with the swords and shit.
So much built up tension that dude's got.
And Sir Kristen Cole he sees the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch come out. And so he's clearly he's focusing on the Queen's kids, the actual Targaryen kids, and not Princess Rhaenyra's kids. And the Knights Guards guy's like, hey, maybe you should, help all your students. He's like, you question how I'm doing it? He's like, you gonna fucking question me? And then he's like, alright, oh, you're right, I should. And then he's like, Aegon. Aegon's the oldest by fucking years, by like 5 years. He's like, Aegon, you and fucking whatever Rhaenyra's oldest. Like, oldest versus oldest, let's do it.
Yeah.
And Aegon in the beginning's fucking the kid up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Lord Commander of the City Watch is like, alright, hold on, he's fucking like coaching up Rhaenyra's kid. And then it's kind of even, but Aegon's size is kind of like getting in the way, and then he hides behind a thing and kicks it on the kid and knocks him down, and Kristen Cole's like, don't let him get up! Don't you fucking dare let him get up! And then Aegon's just fucking the kid up. And not Sir Kristen Cole, I don't know this guy's name. And spoiler, he dies, so it doesn't matter what his fucking name is. Don't pull it up. He's dead, and it doesn't matter what his name is. He was the Lord Commander of the City Watch.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes of that dude.
He's the father of Rhaenyra's 3 kids, and now he's dead. He goes and he fucking just throws Aegon on the ground. He's like, you can't fucking do that to me! I'm the prince! The fucking king's son! And Sir Kristen Cole, the guy's picking the stuff up, and Kristen Cole, he's just trying to goad him. He doesn't want to fight the guy. He wants the guy to hit him.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's weird, Normally someone would only be this interested if it was like a cousin or maybe a brother or, I don't know, maybe like a son. And the guy just fucks Sir Kristen Cole up. Kristen Cole's not fighting back.
And it's very much like the way Sir Kristen Cole beat the dude to death.
Yeah. But this time people stopped the guy from doing it.
Yeah, because it's the dude who beat the other dude to death that one time, who now is for some reason still able to keep his job. So
he gets a promotion.
Yeah, he gets a promotion.
You got moxie.
Yeah.
We need some of that around
We
here.
need to protect that dude.
But this guy
was just watching.
Yeah.
He was just like, entertained.
This guy beats up Sir Kristen Cole, and then he gets exiled. You don't lay a hand on Sir Kristen Cole, apparently.
How the tables have turned, David.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
And now I'm thinking, and we'll see.
His dad is the Hand of the King. The guy who, he's been the king's advisor the whole time.
Yeah.
He replaced Otto.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the hand right now.
So now everyone's just intertwined.
Yeah.
In the High Council, essentially. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, I wouldn't doubt that Sir Kristen Cole, we'll see, might be fucking Alicent.
It's gotta be.
Right?
Gotta be.
Come on.
Why would he not be?
And it's gonna end up like that, where it's like, you bitch!
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing that I'm doing?
They have to be.
Yeah. And
She's
then
just
it's
not getting pregnant.
and that's gonna be like a fucking cat fight. It's gonna be so hot.
There we go.
Dude.
It's so hot.
They're gonna be rolling all over like the King Viserys' fucking Lego land. I don't know. What do you want to call that thing? I don't even know what. Just sits there. It's like, what a waste of
He's
space.
still adding to it.
Yeah,
too.
It's getting bigger. It's like, fucking Christ, dude. It's like the entire size of your room. It's a big room, too.
I like, she was walking with Sir Kristen Cole, and she was venting about how shitty Rhaenyra is.
Yeah.
And Sir Kristen Cole he's a spurned lover, and he's
Yeah.
like, I know, she's fucking worse. She uses people, she's a spider, she sucks the life out of them, she's a spoiled cunt.
Succubus.
She's a spoiled cunt.
Yeah.
And then I liked how the queen, stopped and looked at him. And I was like, she's the fucking princess. Like,
Dude.
you can't talk about her that. I can't.
I
I'm the
can
fucking
do,
queen.
yeah, I can do whatever
You
the fuck
can't.
I
It was
want.
a lot like, I loved, it was maybe like episode 2, when Daemon and old Black Dreadlocks
Mhm.
they were talking about the Black Dreadlocks, like, come, you fight with me, blah, 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 make people believe in you, all of that. And he's like, your brother, he's weak and all that stuff. And Daemon stopped and was like, I can say whatever the fuck I want about my brother. You cannot. I was like, here we go. I was like, Daemon stands for something. Let's
Yeah.
see it. Like,
I fucking love
because
that
it made
shit.
sense. It was
Yeah.
like, hey. Just because I talk shit about him doesn't mean you're allowed to. Like, sit the fuck down, alright?
Better put your boy in check.
Yeah, tell him what fucking time it is.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Speaking of Daemon, he's married to Black Dreadlocks girl.
Mm-hmm.
She has a big dragon that I thought had dreadlocks.
I don't know what. That thing looked weird.
Yeah.
But we come to find out, apparently it's the biggest dragon alive.
Yeah, it is. It's big old dragon.
It was like twice the size.
She got a big old dragon down there.
I'm sure.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
I know. I'm sure. I'm sure Damon that's got to be a turnoff.
Oh, he fucking hates it.
Yeah.
Watch him dragons so fucking big.
That dragon fucking eat my dragon.
So they're at. Is it Essos? Is that the name of the place they're at?
Yeah, because it's not Dragonstone.
No, they're over.
Yeah.
They're over across the Narrow Sea.
Yeah.
They're not in Westeros at all.
Yeah.
I think it's Essos or Bravos, it's something like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those places over there where Khaleesi was early on before she came over. He's there, and the guy's like, he says the Triarchy, they've partnered up with Dorne, and they're gonna mount a fucking comeback after you beat them a couple of years ago. Like, you got all these dragons. Why don't you live here? We'll give you money. We'll let you have this nice fucking place to live. And you just, you can live here as long as you want. You get land. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Just, help us with your dragons.
Yeah.
And Damon's like, oh, it's not a bad idea. Black Dreadlocks girl, they have 2 daughters. And one of them, what's the deal with the fucking dragons?
I don't know.
Some of them have dragons. Some of them, the dragons don't hatch.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, you don't get dragons. And then the one the queen's middle son, they were like, we found a dragon for you. I love the king's like, you fucking believe they just found a dragon?
Yeah.
Like, fuck our son. He's an idiot. And it's a pig that they dressed up as a dragon. And they're like, here's your dragon.
I just come to the point where I just believe that any Targaryen or anyone that has that blood, that royal blood, just gets an egg when they're born. I could be wrong,
But if they don't hatch, they're not like, let's try to figure out how to get this guy a dragon. It's
yeah,
just,
like
it's just like, well, you got a dud. You don't get a dragon, bud.
fuck
Why
off.
don't you go cry about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a pig.
I was contemplating that too. I was thinking the exact same. I was like, dude, what the nah?
Because like, what if Aegon didn't get one?
yeah, he's gonna go grab a fucking dragon.
Is he gonna come be the fucking king one day and just be like, well, he doesn't have a dragon though?
Yeah.
This person, Daemon has a dragon. He's gonna fucking kill him.
Maybe it's because like the dragon has to raise with you to be able to like ride the dragon, but that's not true. Or no, that is true. What am I talking about? No, it's not true. Because Jon Snow.
Jon Snow, he's the exception though.
He is the exception.
He's the exception to all things.
Well, he kind of no, he doesn't have. Would he have the blood then technically? Because we found out that he's like Targaryen, right? Yeah. Maybe it's just Targaryen blood. They just sniff the fucking blood.
Yeah, they know.
They know.
They fucking know.
That's gotta be what it
There's
is.
one thing a dragon knows. It's who's Targaryen and who's not.
That's a good point.
That is what they know. I loved Aegon is acting how the king's son should act.
Oh, this is a great introduction.
He's in his room, he's standing up in the window, and he's just jacking off over the city.
This is.
And you're like, this is fantastic. And then the queen walks in, and he's like, oh, and he covers up. And then the queen, what a weird time to
Dude,
have this conversation.
Is the weirdest way to. Oh my god.
She's telling him, she's like, you can't fuck with your brother and do the pig thing. He's like, he's a little fucking loser. Like, she's your fucking brother, alright? Inside these walls, say whatever you want about him. She's like, don't go out there and do that. She's like, Rhaenyra becomes queen, she'll put you down. If you fucking contest her claim to the throne, she'll kill you. He's like, then I won't contest you. Yes, you will! Aegon, you will be king! You are the contestant! Like,
She fucking like grabs him by the jaw. I'm like, dude, hold on.
he was
You
just
forgot.
jacking
Yeah, he's probably still mid boner. Like he's just covered up.
Oh, he's rock hard.
Yeah, he's still rock
It's
hard.
so much. He's like, oh, mom, you are scarring me for life. I am now gonna have a kink where older women need to scream in my face. For me to get off. Like
that's a good
that
point.
is what she's creating.
Literally.
She's creating a fucking confused kid.
And at the same time, showing her true colors.
Yeah.
You know? Now we know.
She's
I mean,
like, you're
we
gonna be the
kinda
fucking
knew, but-
yeah. But she came out and said, and she's telling Aegon like, hey, you're gonna be the fucking king, all right? We're not letting Rhaenyra do this. Because Aegon's
your
like,
aunt's gonna kill you one day.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Aegon's like, I don't care. Let her be the fucking. I don't want to be the fucking king.
Look at me.
You know how shit. I can jack off in windows my whole life if I don't be king.
Yeah.
And she just does it. I just get to live out and like party and shit. That sounds sick.
Dude.
Yeah, she's like, no. Fucking
But
bizarre.
the shot too, because he's laying on the ground and she like crawls up to him. Like she comes down on her knees and then like kind of crawls a little bit. It's like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, she's gonna be so confused as he grows up.
Yeah. I feel bad for the kid now.
Yeah.
Aegon.
As you should. He's gonna have a rough go of it.
Yeah.
So Rhaenyra is kind of noticing her back's against the wall. She heard, so her fuck buddy is getting exiled, and his dad, who's the hand of the king, tried to resign, but the king wouldn't. The king's like, why do you have to resign? It's like, my son brought a black cloud over my family that grows bigger. He's like, well, what's the cloud? And then the queen's like, yeah, no, speak your mind.
I think
Speak your
this
mind.
shows...
Say what it is. And he's like, I can't. He's like, well, then I don't accept your resignation.
I think this somewhat shows the character arc for King Viserys. Like, I don't know if he would have played it the same, let's say, if he felt more threatened or the position of his family's power was more threatened, like it was when he sent off Hightower from being his hand. Like, I just feel like there's something different with the way that King Viserys is handling all this. It's almost as if he doesn't care. He feels content with the outcome.
He thinks we're the royal family. If we tell people that Black Dreadlocks is the father, he also is in denial. He doesn't want to believe that his daughter is just fucking around. But he's like, if we tell people Black Dreadlocks is the father of Rhaenyra's kids, then Black Dreadlocks is the father of Rhaenyra's kids. And he thinks if I let the hand of the king, who's the father of the guy who people think is the father of her kids, if I let him resign and just send him back to Harrenhal, people are gonna be like, well, what the fuck's that all about?
That's a good point.
It's all about keeping up appearances.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, smoke and mirrors. Man. So Alicent goes, and we see she's eating dinner with fucking the crutch guy. The guy, he speaks in riddles. He's super weird and uncomfortable.
And it's great to show like a little montage or whatever the fuck they had going on while he's speaking like a monologue. Yeah, I mean it was like some Evil Morty type shit.
So let's get to that in 1 second.
Okay.
So I want to see what they talked about at dinner, and then we can jump right to that.
Let's get to dinner.
So at dinner, she was just talking about how like
Dinner looked good.
she got no ally milking.
What?
It's like a gross meat pie
Yeah.
and some kind of liquid. They called it wine, but it was in a weird shape and thing, and we didn't see anything get poured out. Dinner did not look good.
Mm.
It looked classy.
It looked
Maybe
classic.
there were
Oh,
candles.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like a meat pie now that I think about it.
So she is like, I don't have any allies. I wish my fucking father was Hand of the King. And then he is the dude's brother and the Hand of the King's son also. And he's like, you think your father would handle this better? And she's like, I know my father would be on my side. And then he's like, okay.
Let's put that to the fucking test.
He then goes down to a bunch of people who are in prison and set to be executed and says he'll offer them mercy on one condition. We then see their tongues being cut out. And you're like, what the fuck?
Dude, pretty graphic.
Yeah,
I was
they
like,
just showed it.
I was like, in my head, I was like, you gotta watch, fucking watch, open your fucking eyes. Keep the eyes on the screen.
Just chopping tongues off.
I did it.
And then later we see, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You fucking did it.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Later we see those guys follow the Hand of the King and Rhaenyra's fuck buddy back to Harrenhal, and they apparently start a big fire that kills the Hand of the King
Yeah.
and the fuck buddy.
I felt like that was a little disappointing, only because I felt like they could have done more with both those characters, or at least in the way that they died too. But I felt like they had to do it to move certain things on.
Yes.
So I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I feel indifferent about it.
It's tough because I agree. I wanted to see more out of Rhaenyra's fuck buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hand of the King guy, he's been there all season.
Yeah.
Whatever. I wanted to see more out of the fuck buddy, but
Just seemed like so much.
It's very important that this happened.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel like the pacing too is a little weird in this episode. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things that are drawn out to where essentially nothing comes from it, really. But then something like this seems like it's pretty sped up. And I'm like, I wanted to see more. Even if he did die this episode, I wanted to see more of his character. Just more things happen and more reasons as to how we got to this point. But I felt like we spent longer on Princess Rhaenyra walking her baby up to Queen.
I'm going to disagree with you a little bit on that.
Okay.
It's like, there's plenty of reasons on why we got to this point.
I just wish they would have shown more. Like, it makes sense as to why they did it. Yeah, I didn't need much more explanation. I just wanted to see more. Like, even if it was just showing the way that they were setting the fucking house on fire.
So the character looked like a badass, and I wanted to see more out of him in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah, him dying here and all
I
that stuff. I
understand,
think they did that well.
Yeah, but, well, even then I felt like they could have shown just like a little bit more. I don't know, something.
You want to see light the fire?
No, not just
Come
that.
on, baby, light my fire.
Well, it's just like, for a second I was like, oh, that is him. Like, it just
Yeah,
happened.
that is.
I was like, is it even him? You can't even barely see him, kind of thing.
You're only pretty sure it's him.
Yeah, and
But then
that's,
we find out it's definitely him.
yeah. I wish, like, even him finding out there's a fucking fire. Like, they could have ate on that, even just that, like, the interaction between them
Yeah.
could have been so much more gritty.
Yeah.
I don't want to die!
No!
Just fucking sobbing through the door.
So they both die, and then Weird Crutch is there with the Queen. And,
Oh, yes.
And he's just like, my father and brother are dead now. And she's like, what? Dude, I didn't fucking tell you to do that. He's like, you didn't. But I still trust that you'll look favorably upon me for this.
And then pick some fucking flowers.
Yeah, he's like smelling flowers. Like, this guy's so weird.
He's off his own
So cra-
supply.
And here's the thing. He's useful to have. The queen has to kill him at some point.
Oh, dude.
Like, he is useful to have until the queen has Rhaenyra murdered, and that family, that part of the family is no longer an issue, and it's just her kids are fucking taken over. He's useful until that happens. The second her kids are firmly in power, that dude needs to be killed. That dude can never interact with your son.
Yeah, I completely agree. Do you think he's gonna be around longer than Littlefinger? Because they're like essentially the same character.
No, because he's too weird, and we know how much shit he's done already.
And
That was the thing about Littlefinger is we could kind of put shit together, but we didn't know until late in the show.
how which side or what he was exactly.
Like it was later that we found out that he killed Jon Arryn.
Yeah.
And that he tried to kill Brandon Stark.
Yeah.
Like we kind of thought, oh, it was weird that he's definitely involved in this somehow, whatever. It was late when we found out for sure he did all of this.
And that's a really good point, because I think one thing that this episode, I don't want to say show, but I believe at least this episode is missing, is a little bit of mystery.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit of like, ooh, who did what? I feel like we know everyone's intention so purely that right now it seems a little predictable in some sense.
And that's when they're just gonna show, like, fucking Daemon kills Rhaenyra.
And they're gonna be like, what the
And
fuck?
like that's how they're gonna get us all.
Yeah.
Is that or they're just gonna be a far more predictable show than Game of Thrones was, which is fine.
Yeah.
You can still do a good show.
Oh, totally.
You can still do a
Still great.
it's still a very good show. But like I feel like they wouldn't be this deliberate and this obvious with their intentions, and then not just throw a ridiculous curveball.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Hit a left
like
turn.
you agree? Like if Daemon killed Rhaenyra,
Oh yeah.
that'd be fucking out there.
Oh dude.
Daemon kills anyone else on the planet, not that
Or-
crazy.
The only way to make all this shit right is for them to come together and start making babies, bro.
But that wouldn't surprise me.
Uh,
That's their lead. They're building towards that.
yeah, you are right.
Yeah, that's what.
I would like it though.
Since episode 1, they've kind of built towards
Yeah.
Daemon and Rhaenyra
It's
being
somewhat
together.
predictable for
Yeah.
them. But I would like it.
Oh, so would I. So
Yeah.
would I. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
And
Which is weird to
so
say.
Daemon's wife, the Black Dreadlocks girl, can't give birth.
Oh yeah.
There was a whole thing. One of the daughters doesn't have a dragon. Daemon doesn't like her because she doesn't have a dragon. It's crazy. It's crazy.
This whole power dynamic thing that he's got going on, it's weird.
He's, I only love my children who have dragons.
She's not powerful enough.
But so the wife's trying to give birth and she can't, and the doctor dude goes to Daemon and says what he said to the king in the first episode where they fucking killed his wife to cut the baby out. He's like, I'm gonna have to cut it out. It's not a guarantee that the baby will live. And then he goes, well, will she live? And he says no. And Daemon did not agree to it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, did not seem like he was going to agree with
I didn't think so either. I didn't think he was gonna do it.
Yeah, but the wife just got up and walked out. She's like, I'm not letting this happen. I'm not gonna go out like a bitch. I'm going out like a motherfucking dragon warrior.
Which is awesome.
She goes out to the dragon, she's going, Dracarys! Dracarys! She's screaming at her dragon, and the dragon's kind of looking around like, fuck.
Dude, what the fuck, are you serious right now?
Dracarys what?
Come on, bro.
It's only you out here. And then he sees Daemon come in. He's like, hey! And then the dragon realizes, like, oh, she wants me to fucking kill her.
You think he saw Daemon before he?
Daemon was screaming, and he was like, okay, this is... something's gonna happen, and she wants me to take her out. So just burns her alive in front of Daemon. And he's
I
like,
didn't like the little, like, how he seemed upset. He seemed like
Daemon?
I thought he seemed like he did not want her to die.
I don't think he did.
How the fuck you so slow, bro?
I mean, what was
She
it?
had to like waddle out there, bro.
I mean, he didn't know she was gonna
There
go.
was a
have
trail
her,
of blood.
he didn't know she was gonna go have her dragon kill her.
So he just was like,
Wasn't the first thing he thought.
I'll let
Like,
my pregnant
give her
wife
some
who's dying walk
Give
off.
her some space. Alright? She can't give birth. She feels inadequate. I'll let her
I'll let her walk
I'll let her
down.
go sulk for a little bit. So
to
that's
the dragon.
Daemon now doesn't have a wife again.
Back in the ball game.
Rhaenyra tries to marry her son to the king and the queen's daughter. She says it at a small council meeting. She brings it up. She's like, my son's gonna be the king. Why don't we bring our families together, Alicent? We used to be friends.
Makes
men
sense.
family. And Alicent like, we'll consider it. And then her and the king are walking out, and he's like, it's a good offer. We should take it.
The king's like, oh,
He's
dude,
like,
let's fucking
absolutely.
do it.
Fuck yeah. Best case scenario.
For sure.
And Alicent's like, you can make decisions like this when I'm cold and in the fucking ground. And he's like, ugh.
This is where I'm like, okay, something's definitely changed with the king.
Yeah, she's a lot more aggressive, a lot more
2
assertive.
episodes ago, it was like, come to my fucking bed,
Yeah, come fuck me.
and I'm
come-
gonna tell you
come
what the
lay
fuck to do.
Come lay on your back and cry while I just go to town.
Yeah. Now it's like, okay, you can say whatever you want to me.
And
This
so
man sits on a throne of swords. He lost an arm just sitting there.
He sits on a throne of lies.
Ah! But did you
So-
notice that? He's got 1 arm. He's got 1 arm, dude. This shit's just hanging there.
Yeah, he's got fucking grayscale.
Yeah.
Grayscale ain't good.
Yeah, we saw that.
Samwell
Gotta get rid of
hasn't cured it yet.
Yeah, just gotta cut that shit off.
So the queen is like, we're not doing this. Not happening. To the
Nah.
king.
Nah.
And Rhaenyra she knows this is happening, so she goes to her gay husband, and she's like, all right, let's get the kids, we're going to Dragonstone.
He's like, I don't wanna.
He's like, I don't want. What does she say? She's like, you can bring that dude you've been fucking.
Ah, that's
and
right.
then he's like, all right, let's go to Dragonstone.
Okay, let's go. Let's back the dragons up.
Yeah, let's just
Bring my
do it.
fuck body, and we'll
Yeah.
get on
So-
out of here.
So it's all leading. Daemon's gonna come there. Her and Daemon are gonna fuck. Probably next episode. Viserys needs to die. Like maybe next episode.
Dude, yeah, because that's when shit's gonna really hit the fan.
That's when there's going to be an all-out war.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Rhaenyra and Daemon's gonna side with Rhaenyra. It's gonna be Rhaenyra and Daemon
It's gonna be hot.
and whoever they can have on their side.
Which is gonna be what we kind of, I feel like, saw at the last episode. The black dude with the dreadlocks from,
Well, it's House Valerian.
yeah, House
Yeah,
Flare.
I mean that's Rhaenyra's married to.
No, yeah. So they're gonna have, like,
they made that alliance.
so aren't they like the Navy, essentially? Like, aren't they
They're- It's the Navy and the Air Force
Yeah.
going against, maybe the Army and the Marines.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Dragons on
Out-
both sides.
Out in the field, I'm taking Army and there's fucking dragons.
That's on both sides, though.
Yeah.
But who's gonna be the main dragon rider on fucking Hightower?
I mean, fucking nobody.
That's what I'm saying. bro.
Aegon and
Again.
and
Oh.
yeah, but I'll take Rhaenyra and Daemon all day.
Yeah, but not if it goes another 10 years and we don't know with the show. Right?
I mean, Viserys better die soon.
Yeah.
Viserys looks so bad.
10
He needs to be
years later.
dead like tomorrow.
Yeah.
He needs to be dead.
And they did a good job with, I would say, hair and makeup and everything. Like, he does look like he's aged quite a bit.
Oh, he looks awful.
Yeah.
He looks fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they got new actors for every single character?
I mean, they're gearing up to do that. It seems
yeah,
like.
yeah. Ah, so,
But yeah,
how'd you like this episode?
it was good. It wasn't. It's not like a Battle of the Bastards.
No, yeah.
Where like I'm gonna sit down and watch it like to be entertained, but it felt very important. A
Yeah.
lot of politics shit went down. A lot of pieces that needed to be moved around so that the next 4 episodes can just be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like this was the start to the second half of the season, and they want to just put the pieces in place. So now this dominoes like Otto's gonna be back in King's Landing next week.
Yeah, he didn't look like he aged as much as he should have.
The gruff don't age, baby.
That's a good point.
Drinks are on the gruff.
Ah!
Ole, 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 ole.
Ole. Oh, listen. Him riding.
Don't you fucking point at me.
Him riding in the rain must have been something good for him.
There we go. It's good for the skin.
It's good for the skin. It's good hydration.
It's good for the skin. Yeah, but I'm excited for what the rest of the season's gonna be.
Me too. I feel like if not next episode, probably the episode after, I feel like will probably pop off. Because then you have to like tie it up a little bit and then get something else interesting for like the next season. I feel like.
So there will be. I think Viserys has to die next episode.
Yeah.
Otto gets back to King's Landing. Viserys has to die at the end of the episode.
I think so too. And then I think the following episode, there's gonna be like some pop off kind of battle. And then I think the last like probably 2 episodes are gonna kind of tie up a little bit from the episode before, and then the last one's gonna be like setting up for the new season. That's my prediction in a generalized way.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to end it.
Yeah. And I'm excited. The dragons look fucking sick too.
Dragons are. I mean, when do they not?
Well, I like this because
Even dragonflies look sick.
Come
You
on,
know.
man. I know, dude. Just look at insects. I'm like, wow,
Man,
so lucky
sick.
to be my size. Can you imagine if a dragon fly was like not 3 inches, it was like 10 feet,
They'll rule the world.
bro?
They rule the fucking world.
Or like a
man.
mosquito and it just sucks the blood out of you.
Well,
That's a
there's-
perspective.
There's a movie Mansquito.
I've seen it. It's like an
Yeah.
old movie, right?
I think Mansquito.
Is it like a really old movie and like
I
some
don't.
shitty big mosquitoes fly around and actually like suck the blood out of people? It was very graphic.
It's a half man, half mosquito.
Oh no.
Is what Mansquito is. I can't imagine it's good.
Is he like a superhero or?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oh.
I saw the poster for it, and I was like, it's gotta be the worst fucking movie that's ever existed.
Might have to do a
Half-
breakdown.
Half man, half mosquito.
Come on.
Like that's where we're at.
Mansquito.
Do better, science fiction.
What the fuck?
Do fucking better.
Yeah.
Man, half mosquito.
Come on. Just like make a Bigfoot movie. Like what are we waiting for?
I mean, what's next? We're gonna get a black Little Mermaid?
ah.
Fucking guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Go to 56kings.com. Follow us on Instagram, at 56kings, at
Which is-
FIVESIXKING
S.
on Instagram, 56kings.com. Spelled
Yeah.
out FIVESIXKING
S.
.com.
Yep.
Guys, House of the Dragon. It's been a good season thus far.
Yeah, it's doing good, especially for season 1. I don't know how many seasons they got. I'm sure it's gonna go a few, at least a few.
I mean, one would hope.
One would.
One would hope.
Yeah, it's off to a strong fucking start.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. I love you all very much.
Very much. Peace out.
I'm still live there.
I know, David. It's
We're still live
It's
there.
a problem.
So I wanted you to ask me what the weirdest thing I've ever masturbated to.
What is it?
And then it's there's this Netflix thing where it's like the planet and Obama narrates it.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where there's an older male rhino raping a younger female rhino.
Ooh.
And just something about the rhino raping, and the rhino's like, ah! She does not like it. And Obama's just narrating it.
Oh, dude.
And she gets away. But something about just Obama, because he has a very calming voice.
But yeah, and it's so
Like-
comfortable.
Like that over a rhino rape. It just,
Yeah, so you like some chaos with some, some subtlety, some just comforting.
You're trying to make this your joke, and you need to stop.
I'm just wondering.
It's Obama's voice in the rhino rape. I don't need you to explain what about it makes me come. I just need you to know that that's the only way I'm able to come. And we'll see you guys next week. Hit the button.
Well, now we know.
Had to get the last word, huh? Had to get the last word.